I miss everything. I do, but it's, and I get it. Like there's certainly a bit of awe, but in a funny way, he and I had some version of this conversation for years before Supernatural aired its final episode. It's one of those, absence makes the heart grow fonder, and to leave something as it stood that we were so proud of and want more of, there's a certain romance to it. It's like if you're a kid and you go to camp or something, and it's 5 days, but you make new friends and you're gonna be best friends forever, and then you go your separate ways. But you're so much better for having had it, and the idea that maybe it can happen again. Which anyways.
Can't tell me a secret like this and not pick the microwave. Tell me later.
I miss it all. I miss it all. But I don't miss. It's not painful for me. It's like a really, in a strange way, because I'm very nostalgic. I have shit that I should have thrown away years ago. He can vouch for it, whether it's clothing or call sheets. So I miss it, but in a very wonderful light. And hopefully we get to,
I'll say I'll never be happy that it ended, that the show came to an end. I'll never, I'm not. Oh, thank God that's over. I'll never feel that way. But I am very content in how it came to, like that we did those 15 years, and that we ended. And I'm not talking story. I'm talking the way that we were, like you said, pranks. So I'm thinking about like outside of the way the story, the way that we all walked away with our heads held high, and there was so much love within that set that that it's something I'll always be very proud of, and something I will always miss. But it's, I miss the pranks. I miss just walking on set in the morning and saying hi to everybody. I miss getting breakfast at the Green Machine. I miss, going into the hair and makeup trailer and saying hi to all the ladies. And I miss it all. There's so much. I mean, this is a long list of things that I miss doing that I did for many, many years. But it still makes me look back on it, and it makes me that much more proud of what we did and that time that we had together, because it will always make me smile.
Thank you. I'll be quick.
She just threw a list out, like Santa's list of names.
full Crowley contract.
Sorry.
Okay.
But seriously, this is my first con ever. I came all alone from Croatia, and I met really nice people. So my question is, outside your family and friends, who made like a big impression on you?
Oh wow.
Sorry.
No, thank you. Welcome from Croatia. I mean, that list is as long as your paperwork for I think for both of us. I think yeah. That is a Crowley contract right there. That's what it is. I think I feel like I really enjoy kind of accidental, I want to say friendships, accidental acquaintances. You know, where you come across somebody and you're at the Fiumicino airport going from Terminal A to Terminal C, and it's 25 minutes, and you end up sitting next to somebody, and hey, where are you from? Where are you going? Yeah, it's funny in the world that we live in. when a lot of stuff is going on that is like, hey, go be this guy, or go be that guy, or that girl, or whatever, meeting people who live more normal lives, and then they hear you're an actor. Last night, Genevieve is here with me. She's I think she's in no pictures, no photo. She's in Florence, I think, today, but she might sneak by tomorrow. Anyways, we sat down outside of a little like restaurant by our hotel, and this American couple sat down next to us, and it was really tight. Like they were. You know, I was sitting here, like our knees were touching each other, even though there was a 2-inch space between us. So we ended up hearing them speak, and someone dropped off the wrong food to them and said, we struck a conversation, and they were from St. Louis, on their honeymoon. They had no idea who we were. And it was cool. It was like, where y'all from? St. Louis. Oh, our sister-in-law, Jen's brother's wife, who just gave birth last week. Yes, healthy baby, healthy mama. But I love that kind of stuff, like happy accidents. Like, oh, you just went to this restaurant and you met this person and you just shot the shit. So I'm consistently and constantly kind of amazed and grateful for people I meet along the journey.
You said other than family and friends?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as like work goes, there's a long list. Kim Manners, Bob Singer, like those are the people that we worked with on Supernatural. But then before that too, I got to work with a lot of really great people. When I first kind of started out, I did a show called Days of Our Lives, and on that show, there's a wide variety cast of characters. Of all ages, and I remember thinking, okay, well, I didn't go to school for this, so what I know is just instinctual. But what I don't know, I have 30 people here that might be able to teach me, might be able to fill in those gaps. And I was just a sponge for 3 years on that show, watching, seeing what worked, seeing what didn't work, because you can be taught a lot by seeing people do things that other people don't react well to, and I'm like, okay, don't do that. Don't be an asshole. And so yeah, there was lots of influence on. Don't be that guy. There's lots of influence on how that shaped kind of what I ended up being. But yeah, to name, there's a long list of people, and I think if you are available to that, this kind of goes back to what we were talking earlier. This is a journey, this life of ours, and it's a gift too. And I think to close yourself off and think that you know all the answers and that you've got it all figured out at any age is wrong. Always learn. Always continue to learn, and learn from those around you, both positive and negative. And I think that if you can continue to do that, then we're all, constantly changing and evolving and becoming better because of what we're watching and learning from the world around us. So yeah, you guys have taught me. I learned just from sitting here, not much from this guy, but from you guys, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you hear me? Okay. Hey, hi, my name is Sheer, and I'm super excited. It's my first time, huge fan. And I'm actually a professional mermaid. And yeah, so my question is...
I just took a picture with a mermaid like a minute ago.
I wondered if
Oh yeah, well, no, you guys should meet.
And my question is, would you ever consider swimming in a mermaid tail?
I have.
Do tell.
No.
Pretty please?
My daughter bought one that was, we thought it was a kid size, but it was an adult size. When we got it home, I was like, this is gigantic. Like, you could fit your whole body in here. I was like, wait a minute, this is an adult size. And I don't know, I did what dads would do. I put it on, jumped in the pool. I was a merman. Merman.
That's amazing.
It was interesting. What? Pictures? No. No. Now I just read somewhere that the mermaid, there's an industry that is like multi-million-dollar industry of live
Mer people,
right?
Yeah, there's a new Netflix special about that.
That's what it was. It was a I read it. It was like some sort of documentary coming out that was chronicling this multi-million-dollar industry of mermaids, and like it showed this clip of this like this one woman coming out and she was like all out of breath, and the person was like, okay, hypothermia has creeped up on you. You were too into character, and she's like, yeah, I was. And I was like, well, I'm watching this. Yeah. So, yeah, to answer your question, yes, that one time I did. Do I have a desire to do it again? Not so much. It did feel weird, not gonna lie, but I will say that I got across the pool really quickly.
Were you locked into one fin?
Yeah, it was basically just a giant fin, which they have those mono fins.
The mono fins, yeah.
I even got the terminology down. You don't have to put the glittery, scaly thing on, but you
Can you just put the glittery, scaly thing
Yes.
on?
That's dangerous.
I think they call that a dress. And you can. Yeah, that's all I got.
I would love to. I'm so curious because Jen and I took the kids after their school year ended to Mexico, and where we stayed had a gift shop, and there was a mermaid thing, but it was, I think, legit kid size. Odette hasn't used it yet, but she really wanted the mermaid fin, and so we bought it for her, but it like induced panic in me. I was like, well, if you lock her feet in together, that takes a certain level of coordination.
They literally had like dive shops and stuff. Instead of just like regular flippers,
Yeah.
they have a mono fin that you just slide your feet in. You don't have to do the whole thing. And it's
I'll give it a shot.
crazy how fast you can go.
I'll give it a shot.
It feels weird because you're used to doing this, but to do like
I feel like I'd be scared. Like I feel like I was drowning.
scared,
You know?
come up for air.
I can't. I fear locked.
You don't get your feet to breathe.
It's like Houdini. It's like the Houdini chains.
Jared's been down a long time. Wait, oh, there's his toe. He's breathing fine.
Because I'm tall, so my toe reaches out. I'll watch that documentary. That's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that it? Are we getting cold? All right. Apparently we've got a merman fitting.
Yeah.
So we're gonna.
And some photos.
Are you gonna do some more photos in that thing?
Of course.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Amazing.
It's legit. All right, guys. Thank you all very much. We'll see you in a bit.